I'm Reghard and you're watching episode 16 of The NAG Show. Since the last time we spoke, the NAG magazine has finally hit the shelves, and let me tell you, its reception has been nothing short of incredible, so thank you to all the readers out there. It's also the reason why there's been a bit of a break in the NAG Show. So if you've not yet gotten your hands on a magazine, here's a little teaser of what to expect, and then jump over to shop.nag.co.za and order your very own copy today.
We feel you. There was nothing quite like paging through a new NAG magazine. The smell of those freshly printed pages, incredible game artwork, and of course, all the gaming and hardware insights you can handle. Did you know that the NAG magazine is back in print? Yes!
Grab the latest copy online. It's the 2023 annual edition and each magazine is individually numbered. You can also look forward to an exclusive poster in each magazine, and there are 2 cover DVDs with exclusive game demos, apps, and many hidden Easter eggs. Get yours at shop.nag.co.za before they're all gone. In this week's episode, we check out my mobile game recommendation for this week. It's Rainbox Six Smol, and it's a mobile adaptation of the popular game franchise. Then we also check out one of the hottest new PCs around, the MSI Project Zero build, and we have the first one in the country. What makes this one so unique? Well, stay tuned for more details later in the show. And we also catch up with Arielle to chat about Helldivers 2, a game that peaked with over 330,000 concurrent players on Steam. Don't forget to keep an eye out for the Badger. I've been hiding him in random episodes, so see if you can spot him somewhere in the edit, and then drop a comment if you do. Don't give away the timestamp though, that should remain a secret. If you do spot him and leave a comment, you could win a copy of the latest NAG magazine if we pick your name at random. The competition is open to South Africans only, please. It just costs way too much to send this magazine across the border. How good is your video game knowledge? Think you know your stuff? See if you can answer these gaming questions in this week's Quest for Knowledge. Question 1. Desmond Miles is a fictional character and the main protagonist of the first few installments in what series of video games? What pioneering 1980s video game was created in part as a response to shooting games like Space Invaders and was created by 22-year-old Toru Iwatani? Question 3. Back in 1999, which game first launched? Quake 3 or Unreal Tournament? As always, the answers are at the end of the show, the very end, so stay tuned after the credits.
Samsung is in the house.
Awesome.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right, Reghard. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. For people that don't know who you are, please tell us who you are, Mr. Samsung.
So I am, my name is Gavin. I look after the training for Samsung. I'm also a product specialist on the audio and the video side. Love what I do. Love the tech.
Sorry, just a little closer, yeah.
I'm a little bit short.
Okay. Love the tech. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. Everybody, I don't know if you guys can see it. Wait, let me see if I can get another angle going here. So on my desk, you can see the back of it, but the entire stream is running off this humongous monitor that everybody that walks past, they don't want to see us. They just want to see this monitor. They want to come in. What is this and how can I get one? That's what everybody asks.
So this beast, this 49-inch wide, ultra wide monitor. That's an OLED monitor. It's one of our latest. It's just been launched probably in the last few weeks. It is an absolute monster. I mean, I can see you multitasking here, having multiple feeds, multiple apps, multiple windows open. This thing is super fast. I mean, we're talking 240 hertz refresh rate, 0.03 millisecond response time. So for gaming, for multitasking, it's an absolute must.
Who is a target audience for this? Because I can see that I am with video editing. Where else is this thing best suited to?
So predominant.
And don't tell me gamers because then I'm going to want one.
Okay, so it is called the Odyssey range. And yes, for you, multitasking is one of the key things. Gaming as well. And we also found out we got a lot of requests from the sort of like the finance field.
Oh, yes.
On Excel, guys, we need those.
That makes a lot of sense.
Photoshop, editing, post-production. The wider the screen, we find the guys actually prefer it, even in that short.
Yeah. For video editing and timelines, I mean, if you have a lot of, wide data sheets, like you said, or at least wide timelines to video editing.
Music editing, video editing.
Yeah. And if you're just a sucker like me, you just have one of these with 3 screens, 3 windows open. It does the same thing as 3 monitors.
There we go. I mean, the feed you're running is crystal clear.
Yeah.
You've been running a stream since yesterday, since testing, taking out the teething issues, and it's been performing like a beast. I mean, all this equipment you got on your table, connected, everything together, you're running 100% here.
Yeah, look, we're very lucky with everybody that's involved here, including Samsung for helping us with all these monitors. Even on our gaming rigs, we've got some, the racing rig on the Cooler Master Dinex over there. Goodness gracious.
That's been your highlight since yesterday.
Oh, people are loving this.
I haven't seen that chair empty.
But that screen is part of the draw. It's part of the draw because it feels like you're immersed in. That's the ARC, right?
That's the ARC. 55-inch, full-sized ARC monitor. And the real benefit behind having a curved screen is that you think that if you're watching on a flat screen, right, the distance from the middle of the screen, therefore of the screen to your eyes are actually different. But with the curved screen, the distance from your eyes to each part of the screen is actually equidistant. So it actually wraps around your field of vision, and that's what makes it so immersive. That's full size. There is speakers built into every corner of that screen. It is flippin' awesome.
It is nice. It is. I'm looking at it now, and it's impressive to look at. I mean, yeah. I think you get one of each, and you got the perfect combo, right?
There we go. There we go. One on your desk and one in the man cave.
We also have a phenomenally large TV on this other side. I mean, that's like 100 inches, 107.
Almost. We do actually have 110 inch.
All right.
Somewhere in Joburg. Secret location.
Ooh. Now I'm curious.
Fantastic. One of these days we'll take you through there. On the other side of this wall, we have a 98-inch Neo QLED.
The thing is bigger than me.
It is. It's bigger than everybody that walks past.
Yeah.
That thing is massive. Picture quality is amazing. Everybody's stopping to figure out how to take it off the wall. Take it home.
Yeah, look, you're not going to get it out of past security. I think they might notice something in their eye when they...
Maybe.
Unless you pull a Mission Impossible stunt and display like the actual visuals on the other side of the TV so it looks invisible as you walk past.
I like that. No, that thing is scoring a big hit on that side.
It is huge. All the TVs are phenomenal. There's another toy that you brought with us. And this thing was a big hit last year because we had the first version of this. And I was blown away by what you could squeeze into a little body. Never mind the fact that you can throw an image onto virtually any wall or any material.
Yes.
Please tell us about this Freestyle projector. This is version 2. How do you number 2?
This is our Freestyle Gen 2. We've just launched within the last month. So looks very similar to the first gen, and it is awesome. So if we do a quick recap of the first one, this thing is a smart portable projector, goes up to 100 inches in screen size. So it is simply amazing. 180-degree tilt.
Nice.
Speakers built in.
The speakers are very good, yeah. You can actually watch a movie with those speakers properly.
Yes. Yeah, fill a room quite easily. You connect it to mains to run it, or you could actually connect it to
the
battery pack. So you carry a couple of these with you when you go on holiday. When load shedding decides to throw you the finger, you're like, you know what? I'm sorted. So you literally just need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's smart. Everything's built in. It's auto calibrate. So you point it towards a wall, gives you the perfect screen size. You pull back a little bit, gets even bigger.
That's one of the biggest pain points of any projector. I just set those things manually, the keystone and the angles. So it's all automatic. I was blown away by that, seeing that auto adjust.
Yes.
It's pretty impressive.
Auto keystone, auto focus, auto leveling. It actually works pretty well on most surfaces as well. So on a matte white wall, brilliant. You don't even need a screen.
Oh, yes.
So some of the key improvements from Gen 2, the UI, a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. So that makes it a little bit easier for people to use. Easy setup. When you switch this thing on, it's got a QR code, you scan it, and you follow the steps, connects to your Wi-Fi straight through your phone. solar cell remote.
What?
I want to talk about
I thought this was for one of the TVs. All right. I got my
Let's talk about this. So Samsung's got a big drive towards sustainability. So it's ocean-bound plastics that go into this remote. This remote has absolutely no batteries in it. It runs off capacitors. If you look on the back there, and if you can show the camera,
there we go.
The little panel right there, that's a solar panel.
Interesting.
Charges indoor light, outdoor light, Type-C charger.
If you live in the dark, yeah.
Yes. And if your Freestyle is connected to Wi-Fi, this will charge through Wi-Fi. It's called harvested.
So, whoa. So you're saying this thing will charge, well, the remote at least, charge to using Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I thought that was reserved for ultra-low power, small little devices. So we're starting to see this kind of technology in mainstream peripherals now.
Yes. Samsung at the moment is exclusive technology to us, but we are looking at putting it to a lot more things. It's trying to be more sustainable. We're trying to reduce the amount of batteries that get used or disposed of in the landfills. It's about 200 million batteries over a span of 5 to 7 years. So we are trying to do our part with this by trying to be more eco-conscious.
And no more batteries to buy, because those things are also not ideal for the environment.
There we go. Nice and smart.
So what else can we expect from Samsung? Is there anything else on the horizon that we can look forward to? Or
Samsung, we're global number one for like 17 years in TV, right? So world country, sorry. Samsung's always working on something. We always have something in the book. So I'm actually heading towards, hopefully, Korea next week to see some of the new toys. When we get to see some of the new TV, some of the new tech, we can have another conversation. But I know there's some big things coming, some really nice TVs.
Well, if you're going over, I'm sure some things are going to happen soon. I'm curious. I love that.
I hope so.
So Ubisoft and Netflix have partnered up to create another great game, Rainbow Six Smol, a new roguelite mobile game that gives the franchise a fresh new look aimed at a mobile audience, featuring short, quick games with loads of humor and fantastic tactical and not so tactical action. The game is a top-down isometric shooter with colorful graphics and a fresh take on the franchise's normally serious subject matter. There are various objectives to play through and complete, and there's even a wacky storyline thrown in the mix to keep you engaged or confused, who knows. In essence, you control a Rainbow Squad recruit leading a squad of different operators. Your missions range from defusing bombs, protecting equipment, executing assassinations, and freeing hostages, to name a few. Each of your operators has its own set of skills and abilities, but when they die, you'll need to hire new recruits. Old recruits can be revived though, at a cost, but not monetary as you may think. Apart from beautiful design and fun gameplay mechanics, I was most impressed with the fact that this game does not revolve around any monetization mechanics. In an interview with The Verge, creative director at Ubisoft, Renaud Forestier, said that Netflix was involved with the game from early on in the game development cycle, which meant that the game was built around the subscription model and not microtransactions or ads. This allowed the development team to focus on the player experience. The only requirement for this game is an active Netflix subscription. Everything you need to unlock is earned in the game, and there is no way to spend real money in this game. You can grab Rainbow Six Smol on Google Play or the App Store, and you'll be prompted to log into your Netflix account when you launch the game. So Arielle, Helldivers 2 seems to be all the rage, and I can barely get you guys into a meeting and get you guys away from that game. What is all the fuss about?
You know what? It's very seldom that I get to play a game that is just mind-blowingly fun, especially a multiplayer one. I'm usually the friend triggered by all of my incompetent friends. But Helldivers 2 is just a game that nobody can truly be good at, which means everybody sucks equally. and that just makes for a very fun experience. It is the
level
sequel to a top-down game that came out in 2015 called Helldivers, and it was wildly successful back then. Helldivers 2 took that and turned it into a third-person shooter. You can play 4 people co-op together. It has full cross-play between PC and PlayStation 5, so regardless of where your friends are playing, so long as you don't have more than 3 friends, you're good to go and you can play with them. And basically, you guys are just running around killing alien bugs and praying that you don't die in the process. Whereas in most other games, the AI is your worst enemy, in Helldivers 2, it's definitely your teammates and your friends. Friendly fire is not toggleable, and there is just so much chaos all the time. I want to bet before I've even seen anyone play it, 90% of their deaths is going to be because of their own team. And it's very, very sad, but so fun.
Your back, basically.
Yep.
So, I mean, so how do the rounds work? What kind of gameplay can we expect from this game? Quick, easy rounds? Or
what's pretty cool with it is every single match that you go into has a timer. So there's always a mission that you guys have to fulfill. The timer depends on how hard you've set the game, but let's take an average of 40 minutes. And there's a lot of side objectives that you guys can do, but everything needs to be done by the time it hits the 40-minute mark. The faster that you finish the objectives, the better your score, the better your XP, the better your rewards. So you're constantly like toying between, do I try and have a great personal score by going slow and taking it easy, or do you rush to get the objectives done as soon as possible to get a good team score that way? As I said, it's a third-person team-based shooter, so you're literally just choosing. The game has a very Duke Nukem sense of humor. Okay, so essentially, you're going onto planets, killing everything that inhabits that planet, and calling it democracy and saying you liberated the planet.
Okay, no, it's like Starship Troopers vibes I'm feeling here. All right, so I know you want to get back into your game. You have been missing in action, so I believe I will see you, Wednesday, Thursday again. And so for Cody, too,
maybe next week.
Enjoy it, guys. And yeah, thanks for your precious time, Arielle.
Thank you.
Just when we thought the desktop gaming rig could not get any sexier, boom, hardware manufacturers found a new way to entice our love for shiny gaming things. We've managed to get our hands on the first MSI Project Zero PC build, a gaming rig built with components that carry the Project Zero name. In a nutshell, Project Zero hardware is aimed at cleaning up the cables you see through your PC case, and in this example includes the awesome MAG Pano M100PZ case that shows it all off. The motherboard sets the scene for your new cableless gaming rig, the magic here that all the motherboard connectors are now placed on the back of the motherboard. Of course, you'll need a case with a little more room at the back and with cutouts in all the right places. We showed off the rig to everyone that's visited the studio over the last few weeks, and jaws have literally dropped to the floor. Featuring an all-white design, this gaming rig features a nice selection of components that deliver impressive gaming performance. Starting with the MSI B760 Project Zero motherboard, it's compatible with Intel 14th, 13th and 12th generation processors. This one we tested with in this rig is the impressive 14th generation Intel Core i5-14600KF processor. Of course, DDR5 makes an appearance here, and powering your gaming graphics is the GeForce RTX 4070 Gaming X Slim White Edition. And there's 32GB of Gale DDR5 RAM. In terms of benchmark performance, 3D Mark's latest benchmark, Solar Bay, delivered a score of 86,215, while Cyberpunk 2077 on Ray Tracing Ultra delivered an impressive 98 frames per second. Not only does this machine look great, but it has the performance to boot. While we don't have confirmation on pricing for the motherboard or chassis just yet, the graphics card and CPU will set you back around 18,000 and 7,000 Rand respectively. Does this machine look incredible? Yes. Am I tempted to get one? Also yes. And that's it for episode 16 of The NAG Show. Until the next episode, don't forget to check out all our channels across YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Game Explorers, a channel on the Ayoba app. Oh, and grab your copy of NAG magazine now. NAG out.